Yo, good morning, y'all. What's up? Good morning, y'all. This is your boy Garrett Spencer. Right now it is 9:25 a.m. down here in my hometown. Just wanted to make this video today because today's Saturday, so gonna be a shout out Saturday video today. First person I want to give a shout out to Dr. Josh the Real Gamer. Dr. Josh the Real Gamer just looked at his review video of the gameplay that he just did for Sega Genesis. I liked what I seen, Dr. Josh, and like I said, I just commented back saying I may have to get it one day, and I think I'm probably going to do that. I think I'm probably going to get it eventually, Dr. Josh. That was a nice review video that you just did. So, check out Dr. Josh's, videos and subscribe to his channel, y'all, because he does a lot of gameplays and plays a lot of games, and he has a really excellent collection. And like I said, he's because of him, he's motivating me to buy more and more games for my Genesis. And another thing is because I used to have a lot of games for Genesis back in the day when I was a kid, and that was back when I had the Sega Genesis Model 1, And yeah, so he's motivating me to buy more games for Genesis. And like I said, my stack of collection for Genesis, it's getting higher and higher. So I give Dr. Josh the Real Gamer credit for that, because like I said, he motivated me to do that. So yeah, Dr. Josh the Real Gamer, want to give a shout out to you. And like I said, most of the time he always comes by first on my stream, and till he's ready to go. So, and that's cool. So, Dr. Josh the Real Gamer, y'all, subscribe to him. Second person I want to give a shout out to is it's Frozen Art. Frozen Art, has very good drawings and very creative, whatever it is that that's drawn that's drawn onto her channel. She become an artist. And Frozen Art, y'all, subscribe to Frozen Art. Very good drawings, very good channel. So Frozen Art, y'all, subscribe to Frozen Art. Third person I want to give a shout out to, Brian Trusty. Brian Trusty, you're the main person I give it thanks to, up until this day. Just like you first when you made that trailer for me on my YouTube, you helped me, you pretty much helped me, get my YouTube channel to rise up to the charts. And you've given me tips on what I can do to make it better. And like I said, I'm learning each and every day. And I've learned a lot from you, Brian Trusty. Brian Trusty, y'all, check his videos out and subscribe to him. He's a cool dude. He's funny. He dances like I do. And like I said, his stream, it looks very professional, just like he looks very professional, like a radio station, y'all. He has a microphone in front of him. While he's playing whatever game he's playing, he has a microphone right in front of him, and the background looks pretty cool. So Brian Trusty, y'all, like I said, I give you credit, Brian, for making this happen for me, man. So thank you, Brian Trusty, and want to give you a shout out. So Brian Trusty, y'all, check his videos out and subscribe to him. You guys will like him. Fourth person I want to give a shout out to is One Up. One Up has very interesting interesting channel. A lot of good gameplays. Very funny person, cool person, and very interesting. So One Up, y'all, subscribe to One Up's channel. Very good gameplays on that channel. One Up, y'all. And another person I want to give a shout out to is Calvin Jr. Calvin Jr., y'all, check him out. Like I said, he's cool. He's funny. He does a silly dance. He's like the silliest person I've met on here. And I told him that one day I think he could maybe he might be qualified to do stand up, but he doesn't think he would be up for that. I mean doing stand up is a lot of work. You figure, yeah, those guys probably make a lot of money, but it takes a lot of work. It's a lot of traveling, and I know it could probably be pretty tiring. So I mean, it's a lot of work and it's not easy. So, but Calvin Jr., y'all, he's funny, he's cool, and he had a pretty interesting stream. And like I said, he said a couple days ago or so that he ordered a couple more games. So hopefully, I'd like to see what they are, and hopefully he gets them set up and they work, and he tests them out and they work well. Because I want to see I want to see Calvin Jr. with some more games on his stream, and more gameplay. So Calvin Jr., y'all check him out. Another person I want to give a shout out to is Chauncey Talon. If I pronounce his last name right. So Chauncey, thank you, bro. Thanks for being a part of my channel, my stream. And like I said, he had pretty good videos himself, Chauncey Talon. Most of the time, sometimes he comes in, he swings by my stream. He's the first one to come, and sometimes it all depends. He stops by whenever he can, and that's what it's about. It's about having fun, y'all. So Chauncey Talon, y'all check him out and subscribe to him, Chauncey Talon. Seventh person I want to give a shout out to is Goblin. Goblin, yeah, I seen his gameplay. It's very interesting, and like I said, I don't know if he's playing around, but I know he be into I know he be into that game I know he be into his games, because sometimes, yeah, once a while, that's how I am too. He be sometimes cussing at his games if he's getting cheated on his games or gameplays or something like that. Goblin, yeah, he's pretty interesting. He's cool. He's funny, and yeah, and he definitely be deep into his games. So Goblin, y'all. Another person I want to give a shout out to is KB211. KB211, thanks again for being a part of my stream, my channel, and subbing to me. And KB211, y'all, check and subscribe to KB211. Very, very interesting and very good gameplay. So KB211, thank you. And subscribe to KB211, y'all. And as far as and just want to give a shout out to all the rest of the people who check my videos out and subscribe to my channels. And I wanted to give you guys I want to give you guys the new subscribers who sub to my channel and say thank you and welcome to my channel, and hope you guys come by my streams whenever you can, and just hope you guys watch the videos and enjoyed. So, just hope you guys have a good time. So, once again, want to, for the people that I gave a shout out to, and as far as the new subscribers go, just thank you guys again and welcome. Welcome to my channel, y'all. And as far as me, Saturday morning, y'all, a couple hours ago, got up early, went to the gym, had a pretty good workout this morning. Excuse me. Working out is the main part of my life. It's something that I will keep on doing and continue to do, no matter where I am, where I go, and whether if I'm home or out of town. I will continue to go to a gym. I will continue to work out, and like I said, that's my life right there, y'all. Gotta be strong. Gotta be strong. Gotta be in shape, y'all. Gotta keep up with your body. So that's me right there. Those years of me being on a wrestling team in high school, it really carry on, because we had practice 6 days a week. So figured if I could go to wrestling practice, if I was able to go to wrestling practice 6 days a week in high school, I figure I could, hit the weights, work out, 6 days a week. So kind of carries on with you, and kind of like keeping the tradition going. So that's my main thing. Another thing about me is, like I said, I like video games as well. Of course, everybody knows that, but everybody already knows that. Mainly I'm an old school gamer. Another thing another thing that's been coming up in my mind was, when I think about being a kid back in the 90s, y'all. I remember it was on the Hill District. For you guys that were, for those of you guys that grew up or are from Pittsburgh, familiar with the Hill District, I remember it was me and my two of my other brothers and my mom. She took us to this barber shop called Ham's Barber Shop down there on Center Avenue on the Hill District. And I remember one door or two doors down from there, next door, there was an arcade down there. There was an arcade down there, and it looked like it was a pretty big and nice arcade too. You know, it looked like it was a nice and pretty big arcade right there. Now I've never been inside. I've never been inside of that arcade, but all those times, basically, we were going to or leaving my grandma's house to go back home or something like that. We have driven past that arcade probably who knows over how many times. Now there was one point where I asked, I think it was pretty much my mom, when I asked her, could I go in there for a little bit, or could I go in there? And I was told no. Now I think back then I probably had a chance to sneak in there to see what games was in there, but I didn't get to, because I didn't want to because if I had done that and my mom didn't know where I was, I would have gotten in trouble, would have gotten a whooping, and I didn't want any of that to happen to me. Because I was a bad kid. I was bad when I was a kid. I'm not gonna lie about that, y'all. So in case if I never mentioned that, in any of my videos, yeah, that's the truth. I was bad when I was a kid. And I also know that, down the street from my grandma's, there used to be a corner store down there, which of course I mentioned before, had 2 video games inside of it. And I think pretty sure it was Street Fighter 2 and another one was Mortal Kombat. And I think it was 2 or 3. It was one of those Mortal Kombats, I'm pretty sure. And pretty much, I would just want to always ask to go down that store. The only reason I would always want to go down that corner store down the street was because I wanted to always play. Always wanted to play video games. So, I didn't actually play, but I think actually I always went up to them and I just started moving the joystick and just pressing buttons, even though there wasn't no money inside of them, like I was told I always did every time I was in an arcade or if I saw a video game. So that's pretty much what I would do. But I remember, yeah, the corner store looked pretty nice, and then outside of there, they would also sell snow cones outside of there. But like I said, my main focus and thought was those video games. That's all I was really thinking about at that time. But damn, when I think about it, down there on Center Avenue, I should have snuck inside that arcade when I had the chance just to see what was in there. And I've never been inside of that arcade, but this was like far back in the 90s. But that arcade and that corner store, they're long gone. They closed that arcade down, took everything out of there, so that's long gone. So I'm like, oh man. Yeah, those were some memories. Even though I've never been inside of that arcade, but I wanted to go in there. I asked, but I was told no. But video games, like I said, they were a part of me. Like, video games was like, it's always going to be a good hobby of mine, and I'm glad I grew up playing them, and I'm glad that I got to see what they was. Because question is, what would you guys do or think or even feel if, let's say, video games were invented, right? By the Japanese. The Japanese invented the video games, but what would have happened if they didn't ship any video games out to us, in the United States, right? What would have happened if they didn't ship video games out into the United States and the Japanese was just being selfish and they just kept all the games for themselves? How would that make you guys? How would you guys feel about that? To me, I think that would be pretty much selfish, because I was told the Japanese, invented all those video games and they don't even let their kids play. But I think that would be selfish if they invented the games and made them and they didn't ship any out to us in the United States. I think that would be pretty selfish and screwed up, because everybody would like to get their hands on and play too. So everybody wants to have fun sometimes, and video games are one of the things that are fun. They carry on with you. They're in your blood. Once you become a gamer, you're not going to stop. You may go a day or two without playing because if you don't, because you're going to have your days. Some days you're going to feel like playing. Some days you're not going to feel like playing. But That's not going to stop you from being a gamer. Days without playing video games is just going to make you want to play more and more and more. And that's the way I look at them when I think about video games. You know, I also remember, excuse me, y'all. I also remember back when I was a kid in preschool, I was bad. I was bad. I did something bad when I was in preschool. I think I hit one of the other kids or something. So I think I got in trouble for that. But then later on, when I got back home, I wasn't allowed to watch TV. And when my dad put it on Channel 4, for the Genesis, Channel 4, which because back then I had the Genesis Model 1. Every time you put it on Channel 4, you could turn it on. I wanted to play Sega, and my dad told me no, I couldn't because I was hitting people in school. I was hitting one of the other kids when I was in school. I guess that's what one of the teachers told them. So I wasn't allowed to play any video games. So later on, I remember it was me, my dad, and one of my aunts. We took a drive out, out past Monroeville, and then on the other side, I seen a movie theater. It had a few video games inside of it, and I said, "Oh, Dad, look, oh, video games." And he's like, "Yeah, well, you ain't playing any video games because you got in trouble for hitting other kids. So how could I have forgotten about that? That I got in trouble and couldn't play any video games or couldn't do anything because I got in trouble in school. So I had to basically wait another day to hopefully if I was good, then they would let me play again. But that whole day, I don't know. I'm just telling you some of the stuff that I remember back when I was a kid. But otherwise, I was always on to that Sega. I was glued to that Sega. I'll tell you that right now. Even back when Sears had a Sega Genesis kiosk in there, I would always go up to it and play it. There was times where Sonic 2 was on there, and Sonic and Knuckles was on there. I guess they changed it up, another week or so. And they had Aladdin on there, and I think they had other games I can't really remember. But I was always on to that because it was one of the Sega Genesis kiosks that had that blue arcade button that if you press it, it basically takes you over to the next game. That was pretty cool. And I'll be looking those up on YouTube, and I just think, wow, those bring back memories of Sega Genesis, how famous it was. Then over there in Sears, they had that Genesis kiosk, they had a Nintendo 64, they had the Virtual Boy. I've never played the Virtual Boy. Basically, it's basically the old NES, something like that, but one of those things you put on your head and you play a game. So kind of like the virtual reality, yeah. And, they had a few other stuff in there in Sears. But, every time if I heard my mom say she was going out to Sears or going someplace that I knew had a video game, I just wanted to. That's one of the reasons why I would always want to tag along and go with her. Because one, spend time with her and, get out of the house for a while. And then number 3, because the store had video games. So that's 3 reasons why I wanted to tag along with her. I wanted to just get out and do something. So those are my 3 reasons on why I would always tag along with my mom. Just based on the stuff that I just said. But yeah, that's how it all basically started with me becoming a gamer. Even after when I had that seizure from playing all day and being too close to that TV and being in the hospital and out of there. Like I said, when I was better, I didn't care because I always had a way. I always tried to find a way to play. So, I know I had a time limit. My parents put me on a time limit of playing. So, but that's fine with me because at least I had to play. And that was Super Nintendo when they first had me on the time limit. When my dad brought out the Super Nintendo controllers, and they basically gave me a time limit on how many minutes I have to play. So that's better than nothing. I mean, they let me play. They didn't have to do it, but I mean, they did. So just wanted to look after me. That's all. But anyway, you guys, can't really think of any, can't really think of anything else to come to mind. But oh yeah, the game plan with me today is, me and my woman, we're going to go see the movie What Men Want with Taraji P Henson today around 4:30. And I'm gonna probably order a pizza. I'm probably gonna order from Pizza Hut around noon, a little after noon. So if it all depends on today. If I get any time later on this evening or something like that, if I do, I may do it. I may do another stream today. And if I do a stream today, more than likely it'll be on the Sega Genesis. Cause I like them. Cause I like to mix it. I like to play different things every other week, every other day, every other week. Just mix it up and just try not to play some of the same things that try to play some of the same things. So I just like to mix it up, and that's part of the reason why people have different game consoles and different variety of games. It's always good to do that because playing the same thing every day or every day gets pretty boring after a while. So that's why I have that routine of doing that. But like I said, if I get the time later on this evening, depending on what what this evening looks like and of how I feel, I may do a stream. And like I said, if I do a stream later on this evening, it'll be on the Sega Genesis. Just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. But otherwise, like I said, want to thank the people I gave the shout out to, and as far as all the new subscribers who's a part of my channel now, I just want to say thank you guys and welcome to my channel, and I hope you guys continue to watch the videos and enjoy. So every chance I get, I will do a video. Every chance that I get, and there may be times I won't, but like I said, I will do the best that I possibly can. But otherwise, this is your boy Garrett Spencer. You guys take it easy, and hopefully I will see you guys later. And if I don't see you guys later, I will see you guys next week, sometime next week or sometime next time. All right, you guys, take it easy. Peace.